Here's the official before. Sorry about the wind and my voice, but we're going to start working on the pumpkin patch. I don't know, it's going to take a few days because it is real warm out here, so I don't know how much we're going to get done until it cools down, but somewhere about there will be the gourd tunnel, and I'm going to have 4 rows of 8 or so mounds. Probably comes out to around here somewhere. That is going to be the start of the pumpkin patch. Alright, so it's like 85 right now. I'm not going to actually dig these till later tonight maybe. So I've got enough space in between the 4 rows for the mower. Measured it out. So these are going to be staggered. They're maybe a little bit close, but I don't want to get way out into the ditch. But each one of those will be like a 2-foot mound. Same on the other side, and then through the middle here we're going to have the cattle panels with some skinny raised beds on either side. Well, I got all 30 holes dug and the divots flipped over. I've got about 10 left. I want to break up the dirt and the roots with left, and then I'm going to haul some more dirt for each pile to make it a mound. And then hopefully this week it's supposed to cool down, so I think that'll be a good time to get the seedlings planted out. Eventually the gourd tunnel will go right through here. I actually just started my gourds inside because I figure it's going to be a little while before we get the gourd beds set up. But that was not an easy job. So here's my round of mini pumpkins and gourds. I didn't start them right away when I started the rest of my pumpkins and things because, well, it's only so much space in my lights. So once everything moved outside, I decided to throw these in some flats and get them started. It's going to be a little bit before we can get our gourd tunnel built. So I thought I'd get these going, but I've got, let's see, these are just a random, I think they were green with white stripes that I just saved some seeds from. Weavy little, so those are just little orange ones. I've got daisy gourds here. Winter luxury, which isn't really, it's small, but they're not miniature. Some more striped ones. Birdhouse gourds, I'm excited about these. So we've got quite a few of those planted. Started a few more Tennessee dancing gourds just because they're kind of fun to grow. I still have like a whole bag of gourds from last year, but this one is Baby Boo. None of those have come up yet. Those are little white ones. I think those seeds were pretty old, so we'll see if they come up. Oh, look at there's, yeah, there's one right there coming up. So everything is starting. They've only been in dirt since I think Sunday maybe, so less than 5 days. So I've got these inside just getting going, so at least by the time we get our tunnel going and the beds that go next to them, we won't have to wait to start out with direct sow seeds. So those will be on my gourd tunnel. I thought we'd take a quick peek at my flat of pumpkins. Yeah, I think there's about 90 in here, give or take. They're getting real big. Kind of shading some out, but soon, I promise, these will get in the ground this weekend. I think it's finally done being super cold. We got one more chilly night, and then we'll be good to go. I got a variety of things in here. Valenciano, I think those are white ones. Winter luxury, which is kind of a pale orange. I've got porcelain doll, which are kind of a pink. I think there's jarrahdale blue ones in there. I think some regular sort of jack-o'-lanterns. Oh gosh, I don't even know what else is in there. Oh, some bumpy, like, you know, warty looking ones. It's a variety. And then we have the giant ones. I got these seeds from a friend who got them from somebody who grows the giant pumpkins. And like, for example, this one came out of a that says 7,000. Oh wait, no, it's 757 pound orange pumpkin. That's what this seed came out of. So you can tell these are just enormous already. And then I've got another that was like 1,000 pound and another 700 pound. One of them is white. So those are going to be interesting. Hopefully we can keep those going. I tend to not pick the pumpkins off of the vine and just grow one, but I think with these I might give it a try just to see how big we can get some of them. Halloween cats? No, just kitties. Kitties that are getting into my plants, so I'm ready to get these in the ground. Well, after all that warm weather, we got our mounds dug. We basically just dug some big divots in the ground. Not really a hole, but a shallow hole. Flipped over the divot, chopped up the grass, so hopefully it would die, and then I brought a bunch more dirt over for each mound. I also went and planted marigold seed in the middle of each one. We'll see if those come up. Big 1.5 inches of rain yesterday, so that should help. And this weekend, I'm going to get those seedlings in there. I'm probably going to do a good 2 to 3 plants per mound. They're a little bit close, but I think they'll be all right once there's enough space everywhere else for the vines to grow. And I think I'll throw some fertilizer in there as well to give them a good start. I'm going to have to figure out how to get water down here. And then we'll get the gourd tunnel in the middle, and hopefully it'll be a nice little pumpkin patch. It's finally happening. I'm getting these bad boys in the ground. It's pumpkin planting day, and not a day too soon. Well, it's finally done. The pumpkin patch has been started. Ended up with, I think, 79 plants total. I think I had planted around 90, but they've been in that flat for so long. Some were shading some of them out. I only ended up with like 1 or 2 that were dampened off. Some are a little puny and sad, so I don't know if they're going to make it. But I put about 3 in each mound, except for the giant ones down here. They're by themselves. And I had some eggshells that I put in with them, and then I also did top dress a little fertilizer just because they are kind of close together in the mounds. So that'll hopefully give them a good start. Watered them in a couple times, once to start and then once with the fertilizer. So hopefully they'll perk up a little bit the next couple days. It's supposed to be, mild overnight and 70s during the day. And I think next week I might spray everything with BT just to make sure that the darn squash vine borers don't get started. And hopefully we will be on our way to a pumpkin patch. We did the mounds just because of the space and how much sod this would have been to try to dig up, and then are we going to mulch, are we going to put the plastic down? The mounds just seemed like the best way to go this time around. I usually just do rows in the garden, so this will be interesting to see how it works out. The mounds are supposed to help keep the soil warm, help with drainage, and supposedly also help with pest. We'll see how that works, but that is the pumpkin patch for the year. So I'm excited to see everything start vining out. I'm not sure when we're going to get our gourd tunnel going. Lumber is a little bit ridiculous right now. But for now, there she is.